Have you ever wondered how ancient humans found something they couldn't see, but couldn't live without? Salt. Today, it's sitting quietly on almost every dining table in the world. It's cheap. It's everywhere. But thousands of years ago, finding salt could mean the difference between life and death. So how did ancient humans discover one of the most important minerals in human history? Hi, I'm Ethan Carter. Long before supermarkets, factories, or even farming existed, ancient humans survived by hunting wild animals and gathering plants. When they ate mostly meat, they naturally received enough salt from the animals they hunted. They didn't even realize salt was keeping their muscles working, their nerves sending signals, and their bodies alive. But everything changed when humans slowly began eating more plants and farming their own food. Their natural source of salt became much smaller. Without enough salt, people became weak. Their muscles cramped. Their bodies struggled to function. They didn't know the science behind it. But they knew one thing: some places made them feel healthier than others. That's when careful observation became humanity's greatest tool. Ancient people noticed something unusual. Wild animals often traveled long distances to visit certain rocks, caves, or patches of ground. Deer, bison, elephants, even birds returned to the same mysterious places again and again. Humans became curious. Why would so many animals risk predators just to lick rocks? Eventually, they tried it themselves. The rocks tasted different. Salty. Those places were natural salt deposits, now known as salt licks. Nature had been quietly pointing humans toward one of its greatest treasures all along. Soon they discovered another clue. When lakes or shallow pools dried up under the hot sun, white crystals were left behind. Those crystals were salt. People collected them by hand. Along coastlines, they learned that seawater could also be transformed into salt. By leaving seawater in shallow pools under the sun, the water slowly disappeared, leaving only sparkling crystals behind. Without realizing it, ancient humans had invented one of the world's oldest industries. As civilizations grew, salt became far more than food. It preserved meat for weeks, sometimes even months. For the first time, people could store food through harsh winters and long journeys. Salt helped armies travel farther. It helped sailors cross oceans. It helped cities survive famines. Soon, entire trade routes were built just to transport it. Some kingdoms became wealthy simply because they controlled salt mines. In many parts of the world, salt became so valuable that it was traded almost like gold. Roman soldiers were sometimes rewarded with salt or money used to buy it. In fact, the English word salary traces its roots back to the Latin word associated with salt. One simple mineral had become one of civilization's greatest treasures. But perhaps the most fascinating part is this. Ancient humans didn't discover salt through advanced science. They didn't have laboratories. They didn't have chemistry. They simply watched nature. They followed animals. They noticed patterns. They experimented. And little by little, those observations changed the course of human history. The next time you sprinkle a little salt onto your meal, it's easy to forget that people once searched for it as carefully as they searched for food itself. A simple white crystal helped feed civilizations, protected families from hunger, and connected distant cultures through trade. If you enjoyed this documentary and want to discover more fascinating stories about humanity, history, and the world around us, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves learning something new. Sometimes the greatest discoveries in history weren't made by the smartest people, but by the ones who paid the closest attention to nature.